And welcome back to the finalist of Fantasies.
Except it's only the second one.
Yeah, so it's not really the finalist.
The finalist of Fantasies.
Yeah. Oh,
Two.
Never mind the other 13 to come. I hope we don't go through all of them.
Well, it's more final than the first one.
Yeah, more so at least.
Anyways, we need to scour this keep if we want to keep on going. Right, I was still trying to get Furion's weapon skills up. Okay, so this is 2 actions with these.
This is such a weird system.
It is a weird system, and it's from this game that the Saga games were born.
Sad moments of time in the histories.
In the histories.
Okay, so that's like 4, yes. And this will make 5. Ow.
Owie.
Ow.
The second one doesn't do much damage at least.
6. And then I killed the soldier. Go and kill him right now. You do it right the frick now.
There.
Skill and both skills went up. Yay!
Level
up!
That means I have to do it more now.
Yep.
We're up to 6 on those 2. Although they're amongst his highest level things now. On that list, you know. Sunfire blazes brightly!
Well, I don't have the thingy to... The door is locked. Oh, do I not have a... Oh. I think I need a key.
Yep.
A key. Does it matter which one?
Are we talking classic Zelda keys? Or are we talking very specific keys?
I think very specific keys.
Actually, come to think of it, that does mean that classic Zelda keys were kind of skeleton keys. Like that.
Yeah, like the whole world of Zelda had skeleton keys, and that's about it.
Or everyone just had the same lock.
Except for boss doors, they had bigger locks. They were very specific. The only specific keys that existed. Basic locks, though.
Mm-hmm.
They broke in one hit, though. One use, though. That's like, so these skeleton keys are essentially lock picks with a guarantee break rate, but they succeed in opening the door? What is this? How does this work?
It's all to make keys
It's
a
magic!
Magical breaking keys.
Mm-hmm.
Magic breaking keys.
So they're not really skeleton keys, they're magic keys. Then you just say, I want this door open, and then that key's used up.
Yep.
So it's got like a miniature version of a Keyblade spell baked in.
Something like that, yeah.
But it's
temporary
limited.
key, blade, just a key.
Just the key spell.
Temporary Keyblade power.
Yes. I forgot I needed a key for this.
What do we do?
Go look for it, yes. Or somewhere else.
Goodbye, dumb soldier.
I got your
Or I could
garlic.
Google where to get the key. If you want.
Yeah.
You just need to give me the bare information to search.
I'm in Kashan Keep. I need the key to Kashan Keep.
Kashan Keep.
Alright, I will.
Whoops.
I'm gonna need that over here, thank you. Alright. Kashon, is that with a K?
K-A-S-H-U?
Yes, Kashuan.
A-N.
A-N.
Kashawn?
Uh,
Kashawn.
Oops. Proficiency 2 guide. Kashon Keep. Door is locked. It uses the goddess spell?
Got a spell?
okay, so I need to know how to get the goddess bell then.
Okay, how do we get the goddess spell?
Because... Oops, I keep Nintendoing it. Yeah, I don't have the goddess bell.
Oh, they're continuing doing so. Anyway,
Just going back to the Chocobo Forest.
might as well.
I didn't realize I needed another keyword.
Yep. You gotta go talk to the king and tell them the other keyword that we found.
Gotta get
I thought I just had to talk to Sid with the Sunfire keyword. The
Yeah, we use Sunfire with the king.
yeah. Go up.
That's the one I'm saying. Why is it not on top? Oh,
And go
where'd my
down.
mouse pointer go? There it is. Oh, this one.
That's right. I have to.
Why is this stuck in top position? I can't see anything. Fine, put it. Oh, wait, no. Where the hell? I can't get my browser back. It's hidden behind something? I don't know. I can't move it.
What the?
I think I figured out what I'm supposed to do at this point from what you.
Walk it to the mouse. Yeah, it's not there. I've got a mouse pointer. There's nothing attached to it.
Yeah, like I
The
said.
browser is completely broken. I'm gonna close window and relaunch Chrome, I guess? I don't know. Nope, still can't see it.
Yeah, well,
Wait, no, there's something way over there. Okay, I might be able to do this now.
like I said, I know what to do now.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get this to where I can get my freaking browser back, so in case we need to search again. Store window, close that. What the fuck happened to you? At least we think we've followed the trail all the way back. Well, I mean, we do have the Sunfire keywords, so
Yeah.
should be far enough back.
Okay, so I was supposed to go.
And tell the king about your Sunfire word.
By the way, I think the mouse pointer's been getting in the recordings.
It should only if I'm pointing down here. So if I'm on this window, it will. So I should, whenever using this, honestly, if that's there, it doesn't get in the recording. Okay, so I should just leave that up then. So long as the game is not the focus, it doesn't capture the... Honestly, there's a fix for that. Hold on. Properties. Capture cursor's not enabled.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So it shouldn't be capturing the...
Alright, whatever.
Wait a minute. That's just foreground. Oh, this one. Capture cursor off. There we go.
Okay.
Now, even if this is the thing, it doesn't come into the recording. Yay.
Okay.
Thanks for letting me know, though. Yeah. We
Minwoo.
don't want that. Was that me?
Yes.
The king's illness goes far beyond the physical. There is little I can do.
King of Finn.
So many perished in the Dreadnought's attack. Perhaps it would be best if we surrendered to the Empire.
Sunfire!
Scott sealed the gates of Kashan Keep to protect the Sunfire in the event they were defeated in battle.
Nice cough.
You will need the goddess's bell to break the seal.
You have learned Goddess's Bell. No, Kitty.
No! You're
I'm
not allowed.
actually gonna cut some of this episode. I think once we learn that we're missing the Goddess Bell, I'll just like cut back to the other town.
Okay.
Because a lot of that was just us trying to figure out what to do.
Well, we have the word, but we do have to actually get the goddess's bell.
Well, yeah, I've seen a full playthrough of this game.
Have you been to the Baths Caves?
No.
Okay, I think that is actually replicated.
Yeah. I have to talk to Josef.
That was after this, though.
No,
You
I
had to talk to him to get to the Baths Caves.
have to talk to him to get to the caves. Oh no, wait, the caves is where I went. I've already been through the best caves, actually.
Oh, okay.
Whoops. The caves, I think, was where we found the Dreadnought taking off. And then we had to go
you
back.
guys talk about, talking to Sid about the Dreadnought. Okay.
Yeah.
Hooray!
After talking to Princess, head straight for Summoned. And that's where you use the keyword goddess spell with Josef.
Uh-huh. And then we go to... and then we go to a different area.
Yeah, he tells you how to... tells you... reveals the location to... Stop! Why does it keep scrolling to the top when I click? I'm starting doing this again. It just assumes like I'm always scrolling upward or something. But only if the thing's selected. Anyway. Yeah, as soon as I try and click drag, it's like, oh, you want the top of the page, right?
No!
Why the fuck does it do this?
No,
Okay, so
I don't
I can't
want...
copy. I can't like highlight things. All right, whatever. It isn't necessary.
Anyways, I'll be Josef. It looks like you managed to save my daughter. Thank you. That cowardly Borgen had been threatening Nelly to get to me. Forgive me. If there's anything I can do to help, all you gotta do is ask. Got a spell? The only way to reach the snow cavern is on my snowcraft. I keep the snowcraft hidden in the mine. There's a blue stone on the first floor that marks the spot. Look behind the stone and to the right, the secret room's there and the snowcraft is inside. I'm sorry I couldn't help you find the mithril. So I want to make up for that by pitching in now. What are we waiting for? Let's go!
Josef joins the party.
Oh.
We got Bald Guy, who's leaving. We can't have 5! This isn't how things work!
Yeah.
What do you mean who's leaving?
Oh, yeah. It's,
We only had
we
3.
only have 3.
Oh, we went back to 3.
Yes,
Yeah.
because Minwoo left.
Min we left, that's right. We're perfectly fine having 3, but like, yeah, you can't.
Josef is a barehander. He punch good. Also, if we look at my stats compared to... I am overleveled.
Look at that.
It is beautiful. I need to know when I lose this guy, because I need to know when to get his ultimate weapon. I don't think I'm gonna lose him right after getting the snowcraft. But I might make a safety save just in case. Some characters have a very quick turnaround.
Jeez.
Okay, so here's a list of when each party member leaves, or well, it's a conversation about it. Josef leaves after the end of some cave. Wow, that's descriptive.
Very.
Minley leaves at the end of Mysidian Tower. Ricard leaves after facing the Dark Knight. As for the fourth party member, you never use him, so you can't do anything about him. Does anybody give some better information about Josef? Like, okay, Josef leaves after getting the goddess spell.
Oh.
He does not stay with you, like, hardly at all. Very long enough. Jesus, that's not
He's
long.
just like, oh,
Like, I'm joining you now! One mission.
We got the goddess spell. Okay, we're done. He's done.
Gee, that's
Whoops.
really quick.
Well, we're going to get the sled first, and then we take it to the next dungeon to get the goddess spell.
Okay, so at least we can do that much, and then maybe go get his item.
Oh, yeah, this is gonna have to call for another round of...
Oh,
Carnage?
No, another round of Mithra.
Oh, yeah.
Which might as well be another round of Carnage.
Let's be honest here.
No, wait. Hold on. I'm...
I'm just looking for my wallet. There it is. I have a pair of tweezers and I wanted to use.
Whoops. Where's the mine at?
They call it to mine.
Headquarters in mine.
Mine.
Oh, that's right, it was in the falls. I have to go back to where the mithril was in the cave by the falls. That's right. I'm rememberizing.
This game is so much easier when you know how to actually access the freaking map.
Yeah, just hold select and press circle.
Combination.
That's how it was in Final Fantasy 1. Doesn't mean they should have repeated it. But...
Yeah, they shouldn't have.
I mean, back on the NES, when you only had...
It's like 4 buttons apart from arrow keys.
Yeah, that made sense. But to keep it in the remakes is like... Oh, why did I start going up? I just tapped up. I let go and started pressing left. And...
Oh, it was probably a connection issue. If it loses fidelity for a second, it'll just continue whatever you were pressing at the time.
Well, stop that.
It's rare. I almost never have that issue with that guitar.
I think it's probably because of where I'm sitting.
Yeah, that's sad. Did I send you? I haven't sent you that video. I should. Linus Tech Tips recently put out a high-end gaming, like, battle bracket of, like, all the gaming controllers that are out right now. Mm-hmm. And one of them that came up is a corded controller that's worth less than $30. That was, like, top 3.
Whoa.
It was like, damn.
Speaking of controllers, Volz, have you seen the Switch 2 presentation?
Not the presentation, but I've seen a lot of reviews and breakdowns of the presentation. I've seen a couple of those, and one of them was pretty good.
Okay.
Pretty interesting.
So you know about the new Joy-Cons having like a mouse mode?
No, that didn't come up in the breakdown. Huh.
Almost everyone I've seen talks about it. It was in the... There's like an optical sensor on the side, and
So if you put it on a surface, you can use it like a mouse?
yes.
Oh, that's nice.
Also, the Joy-Cons are larger, and while we don't know for certain, Nintendo had filed a patent for Hall's effect sensors for...
Hall effects? Hall effects has become very popular lately because it's a much more calibratable thing. And that's one of the things with these new controllers that they're talking about. Like, anything with Hall effect sensors is way up there because they are better sensitivity and, like, is a lot better at, like, feeling exactly how you move. However, one of the things that really sold was really good was the ability to calibrate it with a dial on the controller. Say, I want it more sensitive right now, just better. Like, that was the clincher that won the top 3 spots, was whether or not that dial was easy to get to. In fact, one of the main brands that people really love for gaming controllers, their most expensive controller lost to one of the less expensive ones because the expensive one puts it under the replaceable faceplate that you can pull off. It's magnetic. Versus the one where you don't have to take off the faceplate. You just turn the little dial around the stick. It calibrates.
Speaking of magnetic, the new Joy-Cons attach magnetically.
Yeah, that was neat.
Some people are like, oh, little... Because there's, like, things on the side that it slots into. Will that break off? And it's like, it's reseated inside the system.
The rail is only there as a guidepost to make sure it's perfectly aligned. The magnet's what holds it. What holds it. So, like...
I mean, it doesn't have a rail. They just snap in on the side.
No, I mean, there are rails on either side of the magnetic spot you go into, and that's just to make sure the alignment's right. It doesn't, have to snap. It's just to make sure that it's perfectly aligned with the sensors that are inside that the magnets are pulling it against. So you don't have too far forward or too far back because it's a little bit out of alignment.
But people are talking about the little, thing on the side, thinking that might snap off or something. It's like, it's reseated inside the thing, and once
yeah, when I heard they snapped onto the side, I'm like, I hope it's not plastic give. No, it's magnetic. It's fine. Yeah, I don't know why people... I mean, people that complain about that sort of thing, probably don't know as much about engineering and physics. But I know a lot about engineering and physics, and as soon as I heard that, I was like, yeah, okay, good, this'll work.
Well, some people are also saying, it's literally the same mechanism that cartridges used back in the day to... Well, minus the magnets, but,
To click in, or...
Yeah.
I think it'd be easier to explain with pictures.
That's fair.
Also, it would be such a major flaw that could break easily. Is that you think Nintendo's going to make, and Nintendo has made hardware mistakes before, but
not to that.
Not to that extent.
I mean, even the Joy-Con drift, I would say wasn't quite to that extent because it took a while before it became a thing. That's another thing Hall effect sensors are supposed to help mitigate.
Yeah.
They're less prone to drifting. You know the Sega Dreamcast controller used Hall effect sensors in its control stick, which had to be expensive at the time.
The Dreamcast. It was a beautiful dream that Sega had, and then they woke up and realized they had to just make games.
You forgot that the games were important. Whoopsie.
Like, and then they woke up and like, oh, we can't make consoles anymore. Well, that was a beautiful Dreamcast, I guess.
Dreamcast, it was very ahead of its time in a lot of ways, and in some cases that might have been the problem.
Hey.
Yeah, you get too far ahead. Sometimes adoption's your problem.
Well, it's not just that. Sometimes you get too far ahead and you have, like, the crappiest version of whatever.
Yeah,
You might outpace the current technological growth. Or you get too far ahead and it's like, how much you selling that thing for? And how much did it cost you to make?
you better have some good yield on your game sales.
I just started thinking about Sega's biggest fumbles, like the release of the Sega Saturn.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I was
God.
watching a video on like what
Honestly,
on what
Sega failed at everything they did past the Genesis, almost. Like, there was some, like, okay. But for the most part, like, they never really have a boom since their first system.
It's like,
second system.
Oh, yeah.
Second, yeah.
Yeah, but,
The Genesis was
I
their
mean,
second,
Yeah.
technically.
Actually, if you want to get really technical, it was more like, you know what? I'm not even going to go there.
Like, they were going to head against Nintendo, and then it just kind of stopped. But they kept going anyway for a bit.
I think a lot of the issue that game companies had going early on is that they decided, hey, we need to compete against this other company. No, you should be collaborating. This competition shit should never have been an issue. Like, you should have been looking for that cross-platform from the beginning. From the start, it's like, what do they have that we can also have if we talk to the people that made it? Like, is it necessary that we compete with them? Does it need to be a competition? I understand that most folks aren't going to buy both. But if we can be par with them, then it just comes down to, who do you want to buy? One or the other? And like, and it's just first party games is all that matters. You don't need to compete over anything other than what games are available for this one that aren't on that one. Not that that was something people knew the first generation or two of home consoles. That wasn't a known function.
Volz, have you heard about the launch of the Sega Saturn and what happened with that? It was pretty nuts.
They sold it for like, what was it, $300 or something dollars, and then or was it like $400?
Yeah.
I think it was like $400, and then Sony in their own press conference, the guy just walks up and goes $299 and walks off the stage.
And also, wasn't there a thing where like they announced the system or like
they announced the system and they were like, oh yeah, they announced the system and they were like, you can get it right now.
Yeah, that I have never heard of anyone else doing that.
And then, but you can only do it. You can only get it at certain locations, and any location that wasn't in the early any store that wasn't part of the early adoption just kind of swore off Sega. And on top of that, it's like, because they did that Shadow Drop launch. You okay?
No, I was just like, that's an ouch.
Oh yeah.
Like,
You're right. Yeah.
Because they did that Shadow Drop, the games their studios were making for it weren't ready.
Wow.
Joseph turns a small rock jutting out of the wall and a passage appears. The snowcraft is in here!
Can I see his face again? There's his face again.
Okay, so that's like a mustache.
Yes, it's a mustache.
It's Armstrong with earrings.
It's funny because all this time I've been looking at it like his mouth is open. Can you see what I mean? Like he was going. "Ah."
That is a weird shape for a mouth to be, but yeah, I saw it as a mustache at the first moment. But my first instinct was Armstrong with.
Snowcraft obtained from the chest!
Is there snowcraft in a treasure chest?
That must be a really big treasure chest.
Excuse me.
I don't know, where did we get the canoe from? I mean...
Oh, Minwoo just handed us the canoe.
Oh,
It was...
Yeah, he just had it in his pocket.
Oh yeah, makes me think of the Santa Claus where he's like getting presents out from his sack and he pulls out a big old canoe or something.
There was a movie that was like... It was like Die Hard, but with Santa Claus.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And I was watching people... I forget what it was called. And I was watching people like that were like doing a reaction to it, and one of them kept saying, "Oh, why can't he just pull like a gun out of his sack?" Or he was saying like they should have had him pull a gun with a ribbon on it out of his sack and go, "Oh, thank God for Texas."
I mean, yes, but how do you explain a gun nut being on the nice list?
They can.
I mean, yeah, technically, somebody who is enthusiastic enough about guns,
they just
but
like...
not like
Oh, jeez.
any
Whoa,
kind
wait,
of
though.
use of.
What the...
Sure, it could
Is
work.
it still...
It honestly could happen.
Okay.
I mean...
Honestly, all you need is... If you just had a hunting rifle, you wouldn't necessarily be on the naughty list for that. I want to feed my family this winter. Alright, here's a hunting rifle.
I don't know why owning guns, period, would put you on the naughty list. Most people own them for protection.
I mean, it depends on the gun. Like, if you're looking at, like, fully automatic, like, weapons of war, it might get you on the naughty list. But, honestly, most people getting the gun is not... Their wish isn't one way or the other. It isn't really about what you're going to use it for, you just really want one. So, I guess it really would be kind of...
I guess it really
It
depends
really
what
comes
you
down
use
to
the
the
gun
person.
for. I guess
Yeah,
owning
it comes down to the purpose why you would want it.
Like, if you're buying it to shoot people, then yeah, that's the instant laws. If you're just buying it, like, I just want to
own this type of
fire
gun.
at targets or something, yeah, it's like, okay. Yeah, sure.
Honestly, yeah, true. It really doesn't. As far as gun ownership goes, it's kind of. It really depends on your heart. And I guess while Santa can tell what it is, it's not something we can prejudge. Yeah, and yeah, Texans are well known for their love of big guns. Just having big guns. It doesn't even matter what or if they plan on ever using it. They just want big guns. Because everything's bigger in Texas, right?
Of course.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Everything and everyone. I mean,
well, a lot of them anyway.
don't read too much into that, I think.
Hey, it depends on what part's bigger. Woo! Anyway.
All the fun ones.
All the fun ones.
Go, Mr. Josef. I'm gonna have to figure out which words work best for him. Because I haven't really had much of an opportunity to get more words. I also have to remember. Was it the north or was it the west or the east labyrinth that's the shortest?
Oh, I always forget that too. Wait, is that his like concept? That's his concept art?
Yes.
What's going on with that? There's so many
wrapped
lines.
He's wrapped up in a cape.
Yeah, but like his face.
Yeah, I can
What is
barely.
going on with his face?
I can barely make out the features on that face.
That's a bit much.
Well, I'm gonna end this off here. This is gonna be a shorter episode because I gotta figure out what to do about his,
Fair, but when we started talking about his concept art, throw that in there.
Oh, yes, of course,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
de-
yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. Remind me.
I'll try. In fact, I
Or
will,
actually, you know what? Save an image.
I will.
and-
I will.
Oh, yeah,
I
just
will
send-
say.
just send
I
the
will
image
just.
now.
I will
Just
just
send it. Yeah,
save this
good,
image
good.
and throw it on your shared drive for the rest of this.
I will save over one.
Tayu.
You know, it's funny how I can use the 4th character slot as a gauge for where the game expects me to be, and be like, oh my.
Yeah, we have. We've raced ahead a little bit.
I do not mind, because this game gets hard.
That's fair. Alrighty, take care. Rest well. See us next time. Whoop.
Toodles and noodles.
Bye-bye.